lovers, it's me, your Captain Vasco. How are you doing? I'm not, like, amazing. It's 86 in here. That's too many degrees. I do wish to, only because it's come up so much recently, because we're clearly in proper LA summer now. I do want to try and impart to you what a week like this is like. So if I run the air conditioner all night, overnight in this room, it can get as cool as 77 degrees by the time the sun comes up the next morning. That's like the low point in temperature. Now, there is a stronger air conditioner in my bedroom, as you may well know. It's fighting an uphill battle, because at about, like, sometime between, like, 1:30 and 2:30 most summer days, the power of the sun overwhelms the technology. And even that room, like, at best, the air conditioner is sort of stopping it from getting warmer, and eventually it loses that fight. So, like, at that point in the day, roughly between, like, 1:30 and, like, 7:30, there is, like, no temperate zone in the apartment. There's the warmish bedroom, there's the malaise that is the constant feeling of this room, and then there's the bathroom, in which it's like effectively a sauna where you'll die of sunstroke, which doesn't even make any sense. It's really annoying to go through that every day. As someone who, like, enjoys being in a temperature that's a little bit cool, it really sucks to just always be sweating or being afraid of sweating or just generally uncomfortable. And I bring this up just to give you a sense that the stress of all the stuff I'm doing is not helped by that, but also how excited I am for everyone to chill the heck out and cooperate with me so that we can get me to not here. And that's where the frustration comes from, because nobody has any chill and everyone sucks and wants me to be mad all the time, which isn't a good combination with anything else in particular, but certainly isn't a pairing of infamy such as chocolate on peanut butter. Yeah, as I said to people watching live, needed a little bit of extra time to get going, because I got zero break from work today because of all the other stuff I had to manage. So the couch looks like this. It's kind of a hot mess. I wanted to put Holiday Guys on here. I couldn't. There literally wasn't time to make this look better. You get the point, but it's just not ideal. But it's Friday, June 28th, and we'll be out of here soon. Until then, Cobalt Core. We might as well get started right away, because we're gonna keep it lean. It's very round. It's pretty round. That's a fair observation. No one said anything that whole time, which makes me feel crazy. So I assume that everyone fell asleep waiting for me to start the stream, which is reasonable. I am going to try and play some Cobalt Core. So here's where we're at. We are mid-run from where we left off last Saturday. I believe it was... No, I think it was also Saturday that we unlocked a new character, who is Books. Books has appeared in some cutscenes on most or all of our previous runs. I think, like, at the end of the first sector is where you normally see Books. And, like, Books sort of alludes to the fact that they are studying crystals that come off, like, the Zone 1 boss, who's like a crystalline core thing. And apparently if you do enough runs, Books is just like, hey, I want to be on your ship. And the game's like, okay, sure. That's the kind of attitude we have towards everything. So I wanted to do a run right away to figure out what Books does. Now, the problem with Books is that we have, I think, to this point, seen well and truly, literally, this one Alchemist card for, I think Books is a she? I don't remember now. But, like, this is the only unique class card that we've seen, and it really doesn't give me a sense of what Books does. So the default cards that Books has are unpolished crystal, which like adds a card into your deck for the rest of the battle, which gives you a new resource called shard and draws you a card for 0 energy. You have to spend 1 energy once, but then every time you draw it after, it's free and it draws you a card. And then the other basic card that they provide is always block for 1, and if you're able to spend a shard, deal 2 damage, which is like pretty good. It's like a block with upside, especially if you're able to get the crystal, which is why I ended up taking a second of this basic crystal make card. But like, it's just, I really wanted to know what the character does, and I still have no idea. It just makes shards and uses them for this one card. That's what I got so far. I mean, Meteor Ray is kind of funny. You move... What's the basic one? The basic one is move left 1, and then if you have a shard, you make like a mid-row meteor object that when it's destroyed, you get a shard. We upgraded that, I think, towards the end of the last stream, so now it doesn't require a shard. It just moves you and makes a thing that maybe you can block with, and if they hit it, you get an extra shard. Now, again, don't really have a good sense of what the shards do, really. But that's pretty much where we're at. So I'm thinking we do this run, we see if we make it, and then probably start another run with books and hopefully like draw some alchemist cards, for goodness sake. Also worth noting, we do have a pretty lean deck right now, which I'm pretty sure was something I was doing at the end of the last one. We have like this immediate move card for 1 that can sort of block stuff. We have charge beam that gets better every time you draw it. Oh, we gotta upgrade this. It's still single use, which isn't great. And then we got like some attacks and some literal basic cards and parallel shit. So the deck doesn't really do anything, I guess, is the point I'm trying to make here. I'm gonna play a drone and then move for 1, and then let's make a crystal. Right, we'll immediately draw the drone. You know what, though? Just play another drone. See if they move into the path of 2 drones. They do. So what if we did like... It's an interesting hand. There's like a few ways we could do this. We could like the evasive shot first to do like 2 damage, 1 from both of our Jupiter drones. And that'll give us an evade to move to the left so that we could play a new Jupiter drone. And then do something like Mage Hand with our last energy, which will do like 6 damage, which is pretty good. Alternatively, we could... Well, I mean, if we Meteor, it doesn't really do all that much for us. Yeah, it's probably just that first thing I said. I mean, I could, like, draw a shot and try to... I mean, I guess I know exactly what I would draw. My deck contains 2 cards. They are Basic Dodge and Parallel Shift. I don't... It's not strongly distinct from what we would do anyway. I'm just gonna do that first thing I said. So I can move 1, and I put this here. And now I have 1 left, so I will... Pretty good shot. We will block their cannon because we put a drone there. And now we'll let's meteor to the right one. Right, now I put a meteor there. I was kind of thinking I'd put a drone there because I forgot the lesson I learned like 6 seconds ago. How much are we at? We're at 7. That's good, because I can do that, man. Save me the trouble of thinking. Thinking's real hard. These look not great. Evasive shot is okay. Evasive shot might be better than dodge. I mean, we obviously don't have a chance to exchange directly 1 for 1, but like... I think I might be okay speculatively taking evasive shot to function like a dodge that can also trigger the Jupiter drones, while still in the long term hopefully keeping the deck kind of thin to draw the upgraded charge beam. Like scrambling is just awful. An attack drone in a Jupiter ship deck just doesn't seem very good. So in theory, I should want to take the lowest path. It looks very boring. Basic enemy, basic enemy, basic enemy, boss, artifact, boss, boss, repair. But the alternatives are like a lot lighter on rewards. I mean, like the best alternative would be the highest path, where we could upgrade or remove something right away, and then some question marks that may or may not be good and may or may not be basic battles. I'm not sure. It's close, because I mean, I would very much like to remove basic dodge in the like nowish turn, but to like reduce, just I feel like that's what I need to do. I really don't like doing it. Normally I try to do as many bosses as possible, because we're still in normal difficulty, and like that's not that punishing, but like I really feel like my deck kind of does nothing, so I need it to like we're having a new conversation. Who's your new friend? I'm Books. And we're done. Great. So let's... I think it is more important to remove basic dodge than it is to upgrade the one that I want to upgrade. It's sports. Yeah, I mean... Oh, wait. Aren't we terrible at sports because we're a Jupiter ship? Cool. Well, let's play a Jupiter. Okay, that's not exactly what I expected to happen. That's fine, I guess. I move... 2. Nope. That's no good. I guess I, like, block evasive shot. Probably spend all my move to get in place for the ball. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty well reliant on just, like, slapping them with Jupiter drones. I'm pretty sure I want, like, basic shift. I think I got a mage hand to block damage. And probably, like, move. Now, the drone shift is fun because I don't think I've ever had drone shift while doing sports. Oh, that's interesting. We can Meteor A our way into the ball. Still moves at 2. Any physical collision do 2 damage? Is that how that works? And I can, like, evasive shot. Can I win this turn? If I evasive shot, that'll up me to 2 moves, so I can move my drone bay left 2. And then I can hit the football by playing drone with my last energy, and then I can use drone shift, I think. I assume that works. We'll give it a shot. Scoot. Oop. Drone. Goal? Something feels unfair about ending the match by just being like, and move to the left. What prize do we want? Now I know you're gonna say take the sport orb, but like, for honest to goodness sake, like, it will just blow up our drones. We know this to be true. It's also a card in our deck, so like, I just don't think I could justify it. What kind of trophies are there? Secret missiles and homing missiles can't see you if you're far away. Piercer, your first attack each turn pierces. I don't actually know how that works with Jupiter drones. My guess would be that it modifies the first attack your ship makes And because all Jupiter drones effectively copy that attack, then the first attack you make pierces from all Jupiter drones simultaneously, but that may not be true. Nanofiber hull, heal 1 after each combat. We are a little light on defense. It's not a particularly exciting trait. I don't think chaff emitters is it. Piercer's generally good. I'm sort of not... I think it's kind of close between the two. Piercer's probably technically better, but I also think that this build is a little bit slow to get its attacks in place, which would make Piercer worse than average. And because I don't necessarily want to do a bunch of blocks, and because I don't currently have a lot of, like, dodge or whatever, kind of want the hull. Mike was faced a little weird. Maybe that's better, I don't know. A while back I played this Dune strategy game. I feel like I remember you talking about that, Demolition. But, I'm sorry, is that 630 hours? That's not, 6.5 hours written strangely? I haven't been playing it as much lately. A friend of mine on Steam picked it up, and 9 days in has put 65 hours in counting. That's 7 hours a day, every day for 9 days in a row. Yeah, gaming really do be like that sometimes. 630 hours was over 2.5 years. I misunderstood something, because I didn't think that game was out that long. I'm gonna take this in case I suck at this game, which I do. Okay, I love you, bye-bye. Regular battle, please. Cool, you're like not technically hitting me this turn, huh? It's fun for me. I guess I would do like a basic shift to the right, so that I made then evasive shot. It is possible I should have played the crystal, but I feel like I want the evasion. So I can drone and use that evasion I mentioned earlier, and then like unpolished crystal. Right, that'll make a drone. That is what that do. And then, well, that's a little interesting. I could... No, if I parallel shift, I'll hit myself with a missile. Let's evasive shot. Great. Enter. So, who has plans for the 4th of July? My mom is free to answer, but I do know that answer because we're doing that together. What was on April? Oh, I see. So you had early access? Maybe that's part of why that number seems very dramatically different than what I had thought. I don't love the manner in which you've moved enemy spaceship. So I could, like... parallel shift, Jupiter drone, mage hand? That sounds pretty good. That will blow up both of my Jupiter drones, but they keep positioning themselves in a way in which that's like kind of happening regardless. Let's do this, do this. Oh, hey, look, we managed to finally play enough Isaac cards that we got a bubble, which means that drone doesn't get destroyed. All worked out. And I drew that... one of these days I'll remember that that's the thing that's gonna happen. Hey, Anime, welcome to the stream. Where's the July plans are build one of the larger model kits. Is it some sort of model I would recognize, like a Gundam or a Zoid or something? I mean, I don't actually know Zoids that well, but conceptually I would understand. The gaps in the ship are very difficult for my current build to manage at all. I could use my drone shift to move my drone one to the left, then play a new drone without moving. This would block their attack and allow me to have 2 of my attacks hit them this turn. I don't think I could use charge beam to finish them. I could not. Sounds kind of reasonable, though. Do this. Okay, drone. Still have 2 energy. I think I would like to... Evasive shot, and then either, like, unpolished crystal or basic shift. Unpolished crystal will draw Jupiter's moons. Why don't I, take the basic shift and the evasive shot. Call it a day. It's the Zoid, Marasimund Liger. I mean, everything after... What was that series called? The one that they, like, brought over to, like, Cartoon Network when I was in college. Has some special name. I want to say it's, like, Zoid something century? That may not be descriptive enough. That's really most of my Zoids knowledge. Obviously, I know what the Liger is, but I really only know... When I think about this... Schneider's the orange one with the sword. Panzer's the hilarious green, like, missile launcher one. Is Jaeger the blue one? What's the blue one that goes real fast? New Century Zero. That's reasonably close to what I thought that was. Also, thank you. And also, hello to Neko, and thank you collectively. Demolition gifted the sub, and we got the resub notification. Blue is Jaeger. Okay, for some reason that sounded wrong, but I know that Jaeger's one of them, and that was the one that wasn't coming to mind. Slept all day and you're unbelievably tired. Oh man, I've never related to that more in my life probably, other than the sleeping all day. So maybe that doesn't count anymore. Oh, hang on, Demolition said... kind of spent $2,000 to see a 43-minute movie. Did you know in advance that the movie that you like won the chance to see the screening of was like a not feature-length movie? That feels surprising. We went to a Hollywood premiere, hung out with a friend, and met the creator IRL that you've been following for years. That's all pretty cool. I mean, airfare sucks, but yeah. And you got a free penthouse upgrade for arriving at the hotel 2 hours early and waiting in the lobby. I mean, it sucks that happened, but nice penthouse. Ooh, the UK heatwave broke? That's exciting, Neko. In case you're wondering, it still sucks here. It's very hot. I don't have to live here much longer, but actually tomorrow is the day that I give formal notice to my landlady that I intend to leave here. That will probably be fun. Well, it's been a while since I paid attention to the game. For some reason I was expecting to, like, still have a drone out, which I definitely don't. So, I think I want to do, like, drone. Yeah. Drone shift right 1. Crystal shard.
Someone say...
Draw the drone. Did somebody say birthday? I wasn't looking at chat. The heat wave in Chicago also broke on Wednesday. That's good. I'm very excited for everyone who isn't me. I have not been enjoying this temperature. Neko asked, do you have a single cold month? Cold? No. Relative to the rest of the year, November can be cooler. December and January tend to be, like, cool. Then it's a bit of a crapshoot. It's often warm as early as February, or even sometimes late January. One thing that's really easy to get goofed by is August into September is when it gets really bad. Like, the summer heat, like, lasts through September most years and is usually worst between like late August and like mid-September. So like if you go buy seasons anywhere else, you might like get to August and be like, well, summer's almost done, and then like September hits and you're like, at some point I died and am being punished by Hades himself. It says, I feel like I'm a lizard in regards to heat. Well, if that's the case, have I got an apartment for you to survive in? Okay, what was I doing? I made it so I would draw Jupiter's moons again so that I could play a second drone and then Meteor A. And this plan seems less good now that I'm realizing I can't shoot this turn, which is definitely a little awkward, but, you know, thus is life. Oh, I forgot that we, like, at some point already got Heal Booster. So between that and the nanofiber hull we took, we really are allowed to take 2 direct hull damage every battle and, like, genuinely not care. Which is funny. I don't know that it does, like, a lot for us. What are we at now? 9? So 5, yeah, give me a second. Jupiter drone, basic shift everyone so that they're hitting the ship charge beam. Okay, great. This is definitely a way to win. Is it good? I swear, does the Alchemist not have cards? We've still only seen Meteor, and it's making me upset. I think I should take Bolt? I'm not sure I should take Bolt. It's kind of close. I mean, if I don't upgrade Bolt, it only happens once, and then it leaves the deck. So, like, I could just leave it like that, and then it keeps the deck pretty thin with outs to, like, have a free movement if I need it. Juke doesn't have that benefit, and also the random movement can really get you. Mage Hand's, like, cool. I don't think I want another one, really. I mean, movement is pretty valuable just because it helps us, like, position multiple Jupiter drones and stuff. I'm gonna take the Bolt. I'm not actually sure if that's right. Random event. Detecting minefield. Let's stop and look for cool stuff. Hey, I just, like, randomly gain 2 health at the end of every battle. Let's lose 3 and choose a cool artifact. You may remove 2 cards at repair yards. Interesting, because we're trying to keep the deck small. Oh, Demolition says Orpheus DLC hit Stray Gods yesterday. Still haven't played it. I think you gifted it to me. I don't know. I also don't know if the last game you gifted me timed out, which I'm realizing I didn't follow up on. Let's see. Resonance Fork is new. Fill your shard to max at the start of combat. That is, like, cool in theory, except for 2 problems. One, we've already taken an extra shard-making card and have very little to do with it. And 2, we kind of just have very little to do with it. That's good till Sunday. That's good. Hopefully I remember to do that as one of the things I have to do after the stream. Grab a recycler. Every time an asteroid is destroyed, no. That thrusters gain to evade on the first turn. I mean, it's clearly either jettison hatch or jet thrusters. The thing is, I don't know how many more cards I really need to remove. I mean, it might be good to keep that option open so that the charge beam thing works. The jet thrusters are, like, tangibly useful, though. Because, again, like, positioning our ship just so, like, we can place a drone without blowing up the drone we placed last turn tends to be good. Choose an artifact out of 1 option. Perpetual motion device. Whenever you have no cards, draw a card. I might as well take this. I don't think it will ever trigger once. Repair yard. The next thing to do is to upgrade charge beam, I think. I don't know, maybe remove basic block? It was supposed to take that random mage hand and just remove the basic block. Same way we did with our like regular evade and evasive shot. So we'd still have the block, but it would have outs to like shooting them really hard. Well, thanks for watching, Demolition. I feel like I'm not. You can't really hold me accountable for however this stream goes. I don't know what's going on. All of this was a struggle. Very tired. But I wanted to do the thing, and also I really don't know how many July streams are happening. Like next Saturday's a maybe. After that are like pretty big question marks because that time frame keeps moving around. Okay, so we've upgraded Charge Beam, so it boosts itself by less damage, but we can keep drawing it and keep empowering it, which is good with our small deck for like boss fights and whatever. And because we have Draw Shot and the Crystal Make cards, which all like draw cards quicker. Let's do a boss guy. Oh, it's this one. This one takes a really long time, and I also maybe don't understand how it works. Correct, good. This looks like a bad start. Let us do... Can we stop fighting guys who have, like, gaps? Like, exactly where I don't want them. Let's do a Jupiter drone and a meteor to block this thing. And then... Draw Shot doesn't do anything, really. And I guess I'll Mage Hand to just have a block for later, since I already took damage and would like to recover that. And then I think I might as well just, like, play the Bolt now, because then it's out of my deck, but I have the movement for later. So now I got a Shard, so of course I draw into the Shard make things, that is how that goes. A little bit of missile guys, to be honest. Don't really love all that. This is gonna suck and be bad, huh? Let's play a Jupiter drone. Oh man, and right, yeah, this is pretty not good. I mean, I'm fairly certain I want to move one to the right. I still end up taking like 4 damage that way, which is like really bad. And one of my drones dies. Like, playing evasive shot's like not super helpful because it does like 1 and gives me 1 move. Like, I think I like block unpolished crystal, draw the Jupiter drone because that's how that works, and then oh, this is secret. Oh, that's very bad. It's extremely not good. Yeah, that's like pretty rather not good. This is so annoying. Scoot everything over. Move to the... Oh my god. How is this missile even here instead of in front of their missile? And I really think the best I could do is move left, destroy this guy, take 2 more damage, accomplish nothing, be very concerned. Draw a card. I have none drones and there's a seeker missile and I need help. I need help? I need help. I need help. How have I not drawn Mage Hand again, incidentally? Okay, let's meteor this. It's just really problematic that these things are tending toward the right, where, like, I can sort of get away with them on the left. Let's play Jupiter and just keep doing nothing. I guess I evasive shot. For some reason, I was thinking I had another energy and could fire with both drones out, which I can't do. I was thinking like 3 phases last time I fought it, and I'm gonna die to the first one. I don't love that for me. I need these to stop being like multiple attacks. Like, a big part of my defense structure has been like just putting an object between them and me. And I really can't like get more than one drone out because I'm too bad at the game. So I sort of blocked that for a second. I'm gonna meteor back to where I started. Means I'm taking 1. I guess I like Mage Hand here to gain a block and offset that damage and do like 2. This is really bad. We're like super going to die. Like extremely going to die. I don't think I can overemphasize the dead quality of this run. I honestly think like this, by just like the missiles and the constant multi-attacks, like is like a reasonably difficult boss. The fact that like this thing has like, I mean, I've only battled it once, but like it took like 3 health bars to kill it. Like this thing is like worse than the final boss like a lot of the time. Kind of just like have to tank this and then like draw that card again. I guess I could play Jupiter's Moons, Crystal Shard, move, play Jupiter's Moons, Charge Beam. I think I have to move back if I do that, which leaves me in like not good shape for next time. But what else is new? We're like super going to lose to this guy. Yeah, that doesn't, like, both of these drones die, and this thing still hasn't even, like, lost a health bar. This thing does not hurt you, it just pushes you out, right? Okay. I think this might be right. Parallel shift, draw, Jupiter drone, evasive. Oh no. I keep miscalculating my energy because I'm just too tired or something, or maybe I'm just incredibly stupid, or both. It sucks so bad. I really needed that to work that way. Draw the Jupiter drone, I guess. God, my deck does nothing so slowly against this horrible constant barrage. Please kill it. Yeah, and then, like, I'm just here and it's bad. Like, this just sucks. Like, I can't even use my charge beam on this turn that I finally drew it. I'm like so ridiculously dead. Now, like, my stupid Jupiter drone is like not facing it. It sucks so bad. Move left one, Jupiter drone, drone shift, mage hand, medium, Jupiter, mage hand, medium. I think that's right. Move Jupiter. Meteor first, I think? I don't know how much this matters. Meteor. Drone shift. Mage hand. Draw Jupiter drone. End turn. I don't really like your whole inference. What could I draw if I play my card draw card first? Charge beam for 5? That would be pretty good right now. I obviously didn't draw it of all possible options, which isn't good. Evasive shot to give me a move. Parallel shift, which I am not in love with. What's the best way to do this? I needed to move the missile closer to me so I could destroy it. So I'll do that. I guess I... drone shift this so that their missile spawns into my geode. Now I'm in like just a terrible position to try to hit them with charge beams, so it's not like awesome. I can like evasive shot for no value so that I can like hold on. Basic shift to the right. Jupiter drone. Charge beam. Crystal shard. Jupiter drone? It will be an absolute miracle if we don't die to this horrible situation. We have like very none health and it's threatening so much damage. Is there a world where anything I do matters? Movement-wise, my best option would probably, like, hypothetically be position myself one space right from where I am. Then my weak spot isn't being attacked, and I'm taking 3, which I guess I can technically survive. What are the odds that I draw the card I want? Literally 0. That's good. That for me. So I suppose... No, I think I'm actually better off moving instead of meteoring, because I would like to play another drone. Which means I have to evasive shot before attempting to do that. Which doesn't feel like it's correct sequencing, but I believe it must be. Now I'm moved to the position where I don't technically die. And then I play a new drone. And then I draw the drone, obviously. And I would like to play parallel shift. But it doesn't do anything. No, that's not true, actually. Playing parallel shift and then shifting everything back where it started because it's lethal to me to... No, wait, is it? No, it's actually better to just leave it, isn't it? It's debatable. Because if I let everything shift to the right, which it does automatically, then I'm losing 2 drones. This guy moves to the 2, and this guy moves to the 1. They both get shot. But I do technically take less damage. I think I'm better off not doing that. But, however, additionally, if I play this and then just move it... Well, move it back. Then I've played an additional card, so the next thing I play has a bubble on. Yeah, I go to 1. And I still haven't drawn Charge Beam, which is regrettable. So 7, huh? That's a really, like, rude number. I think if I parallel shift new drone, Mage Hand... No, then I don't have, like, energy for stuff. Draw a new card? Wasn't what I wanted it to be. I think we're off by 1 damage here. Which sucks, because we've made it, like, much further than we should have done. Oh, no, wait. These are hitting weak spots, right? This is... fine? Oh, but if I do the drone shift, they're not. But that's okay. I can... No, it's not okay. Is it? I only need 1 more damage. So if I move them to the right, and then... Yeah, I just... The game can do the math. Math is for blocks. Play a drone. Mage Hand. I think this is exactly lethal. Because this should take an extra damage and everything else should be flat. And I only needed 1. Okay. That sucked. That was horrible. And now we're going to go fight another boss. Like an actual boss. Oh, good. It's all reliable. It's, like Meteor, but more basic and worse. So we have that going for us. And Halo means it, like, starts in your hand. I don't think that's good. Are there any dinosaurs in this dinosaur park? That was kind of interesting. Do I actually want it, though? It is kind of remarkable to me. Like, our deck is still fairly streamlined, and it felt like we never had the card we wanted on, like, any turn in, like, that whole battle. We were somehow, like, alternating what was in our hand with what we wanted on that turn, like, the whole battle. I don't think I want any of these. I think I'm just mad about everything. Shield memory. Your shield lasts between combats. Let me tell you how not useful that is to me in this build. Yeah, have additional weak points. I'm gonna need that, I think. Well, I could repair, which would probably make this next fight considerably easier. Alternatively, I could, like, level up Mage Hand or Bolt. I don't think I actually want to upgrade Bolt. I think I'm happy with Bolt in its current form. That's just it. It would be cool to like upgrade something. I'm gonna heal. I don't like healing, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, dual boss now. What up, evil me? Alright, enough, stupid rigs, enough. You're just some weird time echo or something, like a sick cosmic joke. It's not funny. I'm pretty sure we're both real. I think we're both just rigs. That's so much worse. Right, this is like the Punchatronic version of this anime. Let's do a block drone. And let's do a scoop rock. And then make like a crystal guy. It would be cool to be able to attack on that turn, but no. Punch is gonna hurt. What's the thing? It always hits if I'm in the direction it's facing. Yeah, that's really bad. Take a bolt. Parallel shift. Jupiter. Crystal? It doesn't do it. The crystals are so bad at the start of combat. Taking the second one was like probably a mistake, but like I still have yet to see like what books cards do like at all. So like it's hard to have gauged that in a vacuum. I don't know, Chief, none of this looks good. Is that an answer? What's frustrating is I genuinely don't... Like, on paper, our deck seems, like, fine. Doesn't seem, like, amazing, but it seems, like, totally fine. And, like, we're just getting, like... Tony Rollo Brown Town. I mean, I could parallel shift this rock a couple times, I guess. Seems bad. I'm like super getting punched. At least I'm not getting lasered. I guess I'll play like Moon and Shard and draw Moon again. And now hopefully my draws will stop being heinous. Okay, move like real far. I'm gonna go ahead and like... no, hold on. Jupiter. Meteor to the right. Spend one move to go back left. And then what do I want here? Evasive shot, probably? Draw shot. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to do anything with it. Charge beam is basically evasive shot with no upside right now. So yeah, we do evasive shot. We hit for 3. Pretty sure this still counts as us being left of it. But the alternative is to just get blasted. So like, we're kind of dunked either way. Yeah, music is always an A+. Cobalt Core, known for exceptional music. Okay. Move out of the way of weapons. Play a Jupiter drone. Like, shift everything. And then, like, Mage Hand to gain a block and to do, like, 7 damage. And then draw Jupiter Moon. Have we just, like, fought everything that's good against Jupiter drones? Or am I just tired? Because it feels like our matchups have been horrendous. This is, like, the first time we've had, like, 3 drones on the field tonight, I think, maybe? I don't know. This is annoying. So I could, like, meteor to the left. If I do that, I get punched on my weak spot, which is annoying. Is there some universe? I mean, Charge Beam is still at 2, which is awful. How many attacks could I do in one turn? Like, 2? Realistically? I mean, I guess I could proactively attempt to draw with Crystal Shard and see if I draw a better combination of attacks. By which I mostly mean, like, draw Mage Hand. Did not do it. Don't like the way this gap is lined up. Okay, so I drew another attack. What if we... might be able to win this turn. So if I just simply move left and play a drone and don't care about how much damage I'm taking, then I have 3 drones in place and 2 of them are opposite weak spots. And I would still be able to play all of my attacks, which would do... each evasive shot would do 5. So that'd be 10. And then the charge beam would do 8. So it would do 18 damage. They have 21 health, though. I don't think there's anything I could do with the drone shift to get all of the Jupiter drones in position. Ugh. I think we're just tanking a hit and doing a bunch. I don't think there's a better line here. Why did that do more damage? Oh, wait! Grazer Beam! I forgot we had Grazer Beam. Wow, if I remember we had Grazer Beam, that might have made that other fight a lot easier. Maybe. Probably not. Alright, well, we fought a boss on normal, so we healed. Oh, hang on. It's a new card. It's upgraded, so I don't know what the basic one does even. Draw all zero-cost cards from your discard pile. Draw all zero-cost cards from your discard pile, but it costs more. Gain 1 energy. Draw all zero-cost cards from your discard pile. Exhaust this card. I guess that works with the crystal shards and charge beam. If we upgrade basic block and shift, it works with those 2. I do really wish this was zero draw A, I think. I don't know. Against your better judgment, you have 3 a.m. coffee now. Godspeed, Neko. I think I'd take this. I mean, again, it sort of exhausts itself, but, like, can help me have... This doesn't work with Bolt. Did I say it does? Bolt exhausts itself. I'll try it. Alright, I have to back out and take this one. I mean, Ace is hilarious and would be a cool effect to have, but, like, our build doesn't support it, and Strafe is right. We literally can't play Strafe. I don't think that's gonna be good. Salvage arm. Gaining energy every time you destroy a mid... Wow, that also would have been, like, ridiculously useful earlier. And I don't like either of these other ones. So I'll take the one where, like, if we end up in a horrible match where we have to keep ramming our drones into their missiles to not die, then at least we gain energy so we can play more drones, which, like, really would have helped a lot. Let's go. Zone 3. Pew, pew, pew. Is this one who evades or just gets stronger? I don't remember. To play Jupiter, play unpolished crystal, play crystal shard. This is a little greedy, but I'm gonna gain some move back. I don't know, am I? Should I do the zero draw? Man, I'm doing that at least. I don't think it helps me to save that. It says, Annapurna's got a puzzle bundle for $22 on Steam for 4 games. Mostly very good, except Outer Wilds. Now hang on. Outer Wilds is one I confused with a different one that came out at the same time and has a similar name and no one else seems to have the struggle. Is Outer Wilds the space loop? You, like, take off from your planet and have to explore the universe before it self-destructs? I thought that was considered good. It seems like a game I kind of don't want to play because it's like control scheme seems like it would annoy me. Well, like, it seems like a cool game. Oh, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes is in there? That's what I was kind of thinking of doing for stream at some point in my life. But I don't know if those graphics are too intense for my computer. Here's the thing. Like, before reality crystallized and we collapsed the waveform, I feel like I'm, like, reasonably close to due for upgrading my computer. However, I do not know when I will have money for that ever again. So that's, like, not probably happening soon at all. So there will just continue to be games that don't play nice on my computer while also attempting to stream them. I've never really had a problem trying to run a game on this computer, but running it and streaming it is a very, very different thing. And to be honest, I don't even understand what causes that breakdown in interaction, but it's super real. I really shouldn't zero draw. I want to, though. Let's move over here. And then do a move. And Jupiter. And then, like, evasive shot. It doesn't do a lot of permanent damage since they just did temp shield. Alright, this doesn't exhaust, so I guess we'll just do 3 for free. So that kind of works out. 3 for free sounds like a fast food deal that, like, existed pre-COVID and now has been replaced with something much worse. Like, before you could get 3 for free, and now it's like 9 for 1. Like, move Jupiter drone mage hand draw shot. That deals like 9 damages. That's 9 for 1. Sure. Okay. What might I want to draw? And clear. This temp shield's not my friend exactly. I guess I have mage hand. So if I just like play a Jupiter drone and then a mage hand, that's 4, and then another 4 from charge beam. Move. Move costs nothing. Move. Jupiter drone number 2. Mage hand. Charge beam costs nothing. Draw shot. I think we win. We win or they hit my blank space. So no downside. Mage hand. Draw shot. Thought I was gonna live through that one. Oh, did I hit the cockpit? I kind of forgot I even had like a weak spot thing. Bubble field, too expensive. Wait, hang on. It's another new one, finally. After we should technically be dead twice over. Swizzle shift. For 1, move 2 to the left. Then, if you spend a shard, you gain 2 shard. That's like not good. It's certainly not good for what we're doing. It seems fine, but like really unexciting. I don't want this. Caramel is a very good flavor. I'm inclined to agree with that. It is one of my favorites. So let's see. We could do 2 bosses by going down this way, and we would have a shop in the middle. This is like the same. This is like the same path. This is like two random guys, a question mark, an artifact, 2 bosses, and a repair, or 2 random guys, a question mark, an artifact, a boss, and a repair. It's like literally the same. The top and bottom path are the same. The difference is that if I take the lower path, I can have the repair yard between the 2 bosses in case the first one's horrible again. Are we underwater? Solar wind. Doesn't look like a solar wind thing. Neko, you don't like peanut butter desserts. I can't comprehend such a thing. Jupiter, moon. Just fire off bolts. Might just want to play Mage Hand a block here. Although, could like Jupiter drone, move, unpolished crystal, draw Jupiter drone. Yeah, that sounds good. Drone, move, crystal, gain shard, draw Jupiter, play Jupiter, and then I don't have any. My math on this is so bad. I think I just keep counting the first crystal card as like not costing something. I mean, we still get the benefit of like a free damage. What did I get fumes from an attack that didn't hit? Oh, because the cockpit's just status. Peanut butter is just really salty and cloying. You're saying words that don't make sense together. For hazelnuts and desserts, you're saying words that don't make sense together. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of hazelnut. I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion. I don't like your whole deal, Senor Seeker. Seeker missiles are extremely difficult for the Jupiter ship to deal with. You like pretty much have to be able to exactly get your launch bay in their business and also fire something at it. Nico says they don't make sense to me because peanut butter over here is really smooth and sweet based on my experience with Reese's. Well, Reese's is like a unique type of peanut butter. Although I think largely, I'd probably still agree with that assessment. What is peanut butter like in the UK? Is it rough and bitter? It sounds horrible. Ignoring calories and cost, what would your ideal dessert meal be? I don't like most of it. I don't know. I think that's too much not parameters. I'd just do like some Garfield thing where like I unhinge my jaw and like take an entire buffet table of desserts and just pour them in. I really don't care for your whole style and ease. What do I want here? Like, drone... Meteor doesn't, like, do anything for me, really. I could, like, move left, and then meteor right, and then both of the drones would hit the ship because of Grazer Beam. I would not play Unpolished Crystal if that was true. Which I guess is fine. So do this. Harvest energy off that missile. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, we're not in a good position for that, though, buddy. And then, like, fire to get some movement, and then we're, like, 1,000,000% taking 2 damage.
She's even stronger than my mom.
This one I could get energy off of. It wouldn't do, like, a lot. Would it? Oh, no, hang on. It kind of would. So to just, like, basically blow that guy up for... It gained 2 energy? That doesn't make sense. How do I have 4 energy? Did I forget that one of these gives me an energy under some weird circumstance?
Did someone say birthday?
Did someone say birthday? I'm gonna pay more attention to chat.
Ole!
I said she wouldn't call peanut butter without sugar bitter. But, like, what does it taste like if you consider American peanut butter so sweet? I mean, I know Americans put sugar in everything, so, like, it's not exactly a fair comparison to make, but, like, I don't understand. I'm still not figure out why I have 4 energy. That feels incorrect. I'm fairly certain the game did its math wrong. I spent 1 energy, so I should have 2 energy. Then I played a drone that hit their drone and blew up immediately. When... Oh, it counts... It's counting my drone... It's counting me as destroying my drone and their missile. So it gave me 2 energy. That's... unintuitive, sort of. Now I need to... God, draw shot is not very good, is it? I don't know why I thought that would be good. I mean, draw shot... Oh, good. I forgot that you were putting fumes in my deck, you ding-dong. Just move everything. Clear the fumes. Block, I guess. That turn wasn't very good. Fumes. A shield Jupiter. I'm wishing I had that anti-seeker missile thing that I maintain isn't particularly good. Jupiter drone. It's just like move stuff. I don't like that they're like veering so far to the one side, so like my drone keeps being like not relevant. It's quite annoying, actually. So I take 1 damage. Oh, it's the solar wind. That's what's getting me. I completely forgot about this. Solar wind is so bad for me. I feel like I'm genuinely hitting, like, some of the worst encounters for my build. I really do, like... Certainly I would agree that the Jupiter ship is kind of extreme in that, like, its bad matchups are, like, really bad for it. But, like, I don't think that there's that many fights that are this bad for it. It's so annoying. Oh, God. Could you... If I move really far to the left, can I, like, get it in range of, like, all my junk again? Like, maybe that's, like, a legitimate strategy? So I have to move 1 to the left, and then meteor to the left. And then, like, draw Jupiter drone again, and then play another Jupiter, and then, like, move again. I'm gonna move 1 more. I'm really just trying to get the ship to, like, move so that when everything gets shifted, then, like, I can still shoot it. Kind of like that. That's sort of close. Mage hand would do 3, 4, 5, 8. I think if I played both of these attacks, I would win. Charge beam should do the trick. That sucked. I took so much damage from that again. Charge beam, you say? But it's charge beam A. I don't actually know how I feel about charge beam A. It's kind of a mixed blessing in that it does remove itself, so it ultimately will not take up additional space in the deck. But it can't be reused. But it is charged, but it doesn't cost 0. It's interesting that Charge Beam B has both the upside of not exhausting and costing 0, and the downside of scaling worse. Whereas Charge Beam A scales better than the basic one. Costs the same, but exhausts. I mean, I guess they're just kind of different.
He's talking way too long, and none of it sounds true at all.
Hi, Jakey. I buy all natural peanut butter, but I only like almond butter. I know 2 people who have tried natural peanut butter. My mom and my first college roommate. And they both absolutely hated it. Don't actually know if I've had almond butter on something. I like almond stuff, but unfortunately my understanding is that almonds are, like, horrific for the environment, so I'm like, do I like almonds enough to offset that? Yeah, you have to stir the natural peanut butter or it separates. Yeah, I'm familiar with that, and it sounds gross. It doesn't sound good. I feel like I shouldn't take Charge Beam A. I understand why I would, but since it doesn't cost 0, I think that's, like, the dividing factor, because the 0 cost is extremely important to how it does anything in this deck, and also synergizes with this bad card I took. So I think I'm just gonna skip this. Space Mine B is funny. Play a mine, move. No, wait, play a mine, move the middle row. Or the other upgrade is Big Space Mine, which is just funny. That wasn't a boss. I really thought that was a boss because that was so bad for me. This tooth. Welcome to my emporium of wondrous ideas. May I offer you a creation? Oh, it's the useless stuff guy. Are any of these good for me? I don't have anything that boosts attack. I don't have anything that cares about when I move. This technically, because we gain extra health when we... What's the upgrade on Bruise? Kind of want to take that. Or spend 3 energy to get 3 energy. We're probably as close as any human's ever been to Bruise being good. Because what effectively happens is we take 1 damage. And then we gain... No, we only gain 2, right? Because the other thing, yeah, is just a heal after combat. No, that's, like, definitely not worth it, right? I mean, we are taking a lot of damage, but that can't be worth it. Spend an energy to, like, repair 1? Like, there's literally better versions of that card that exist. I don't know if any of my crew members can have them, but I don't think I need them. Yeah, the California almond industry I know to be bad because, like, almonds require, like, a lot of water, and there isn't any water in California. It's, like, basically always a drought. So, like, I'm certainly aware of that. But, I mean, I do feel like my understanding is that just, like, generally the amount of water that an almond needs is, like, really inefficient and, like, arguably, like, wasteful. I don't know. This is one of the curses of living in the 21st century, is like having to be aware of this stuff. Like, again, I don't remember when this came up, but like earlier this year I was like, whoever like wrote the character of Chidi for The Good Place like had a really clear understanding of a type of person that like really epitomizes what it's like to be alive right now. Like, he's always like paralyzed with indecision over like trying to be like an ethically and morally good person, but like it's not possible. And it's like, that's like so my everyday experience. But at the same time, I don't know, I've just recently been reflective on some things, and it's like there are a lot of things about my life and the time in which I'm alive that have felt like they're not ideal, but like at the same time, it's nice to have lived in the transition to the current technological era and like have an appreciation for those things and have something resembling an attention span and things. And, you know, there's like a lot of things that like phased out because of like the recession in the early 2000s and COVID, that like at least I got to enjoy some of those things when they were around. So like, I don't know, I'm appreciative of those things. There are still many things about now that suck though, so it's tough. Life's complicated. Like, one thing is like on YouTube I got recommended the Defunct Land video on the history of Disney World's Fast Pass system, which is really interesting. And like, my personal takeaway from that is like, I'm really glad that like I went to Disney World a lot of the years where like the good Fast Pass system was in place, because I feel like that's a cool experience that's like almost certainly never going to exist again. The fact that this thing is poison and the fact that we can like kind of move energy is good. The mission says of the character of Chidi, the youngest person to get a stress-induced stomach ulcer killed him. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense, though. I don't love that. It's fine-ish. I'll play a drone and then move so I don't get hit, and then shoot. I'm gonna do a crystal, I think. Zero Drawby has not been good at all. I just underperformed from my mediocre expectations. Don't love this. Wishing I had played that last turn different now. think that draws. I do. Like, drone, move, move, draw shot, drone, charge beam for a nominal amount. I realize it's awkward I didn't play Mage Hand. I think this sets me up better for, like, this turn. And I drew Mage Hand, so that's fun. Let's do drone. And then Mage Hand for, like, a lot. Felt like that was going to be more, but I think that's on me. I think those were some unrealistic expectations. I'm just gonna crystal draw, turn endo. Move, draw shot, play a Jupiter drone, charge beam. Oh, and then get charge beam back with 0 draw. Hey, the dream. So Jupiter drone, charge beam, 0 draw, crystal shard. Why do I have another energy? Who cares? No, wait. I could basic shift. But if I basic shift, then I, like, can't also play evasive shot. I think it's better to just, like, fire off charge beam and then evasive shot. See, look at this. This isn't, like, an enemy that we're, like, especially good against, but we're also not totally hosed by it, which is so refreshing to me because of how this run has been going. Play a drone, play Mage Hand. I mean, it's gonna die on its turn, so that's fine. Nico says she gave Haggis so many snacks while he was over. She'd also have given him a peanut butter sandwich so he could taste peanut butter. It sounds like it's a punishment. I don't know. I'm unclear. What is this? Corey, gain a shard every turn. I can't imagine the world in which I need so many shards that this is appealing. Because even though we're finally starting to see these cards, I have yet to see something that's like, oh yeah, I need shards every turn, brother. So, what's B? What is this symbol? Max shard. Oh, I see. You can, like, stockpile shards with Quantum Core B? What? There has to be some, like, rare alchemist card that's just like, X is the number of shards you have. Do 2x damage. What does catch do? Remove the mid-row object in front of your missile bay without destroying it. Turn it around and put it in a release in your... Oh, that's so funny. What a stupid card. I have no idea if that's good, but that's so funny that I must take it. Does it upgrade to cost 0 or something? It does! It can. What the heck is this? Oh, take one and then move and then take one in front. That's so stupid. What a stupid card. Take it. Okay, drone piercer. Drones that attack the enemy ship pierce. That could be good. I don't know. Shield memory is horrible for us. Gain 1 energy every 3rd turn. That could be helpful. Chat, do you want drone piercer or overclock generator? Drone piercer helps us, like, bypass shields on some enemies. Overclock generator gives us sometimes bonus energy to maybe do an extra attack on a turn or something. I don't really care. It's pretty close. If you care, it's fine. Haggis to try his first sausage roll. Is there like a snack food that's like more British than sausage roll? It feels pretty quintessentially British. Drone piercer it is. Okay. A random bout. Oh, I hate this guy. Hold on. drone, shift, draw crystal, draw ship, charge beam. That was horrible for me. I really didn't think that through. So, zero draw, gain an energy, Jupiter drone, crystal shard to draw the Jupiter drone again, charge beam, turn end. Really do hate that, man. Take a bolt. Let's do a drone. Let's do a crystal and draw like a drone. Just gonna stockpile some drones over here while you're doing whatever that is. Chip buddy. The chip buddy just, that sounds fake. Isn't that just like a sandwich with fries on it? I think those are big in like Pittsburgh, which is a place I don't want to go to. But it sounds so fake. I don't think steak and kidney pie, I feel like, is too heavy to be considered like a snack. Hector says, I think sausage roll might take #1 for quintessential British snack food. They're cheap, hot, and available all over the country. Yeah, that's kind of what made me think that. It's like, mostly any place you go that has like any kind of like bakery, or even in some cases like pre-packaged baked stuff, like aren't sausage rolls just kind of everywhere? Like this says, chip buddies are more often than not something people do with the bread that comes with their fish and chips. Hadn't considered that bread would come with that, but that makes sense. I mean, a chip buddy is nice. My qualm, if I have one, is just that, like, it feels as though that name choice is, like, deliberately British people taking the piss out of Americans, because, like, that just doesn't sound like a thing you eat. That's, like, over-jargonized. Just learned a new word, John. Ah, Jakey. I now know with confidence that you've never listened to the Glass Cannon podcast. And it actually makes... I was considering wearing 2 shirts for today's stream, and I went with this one because it's a little baggier and it's super hot, and I think that's supposed to help with ventilation. But I do literally have... so, like, one of the like, main cast members for the Glass Cannon podcast who do tabletop role-playing actual play stuff is from Philadelphia, which is like essentially where John comes from. I don't know it to have any other origin. And so like he uses it all the time, and then like people who go on their shows and stuff complain about the fact that he like normalizes it, and then they use it in other contexts and they get mad about it. But like one of their like merch shirts is they've been playing a lot of like Cthulhu Mythos games, and like there's like a central character, the King in Yellow, and instead of the King in Yellow they have the King in John. If you remind me at some point between runs or at the end of the stream or something, I could show it to you, because it should be like on top of the clothes pile that's on top of my bed, because I'm super organized, I promise. So if I shoot this idiot, they'll move 1 out of the way to the left, which is the most annoying way that they could do that. I don't think I have anything useful to do this turn. I could like move. No, I keep. The ship is so annoying because if you try to shoot it, then it like completely dodges. It's like the only way that like the Jupiter ship can like ever hit it is like hit it on an off turn or like line up like 5 of them in a row. It just like doesn't work. I mean, I can like I can move 1 to the right so that I don't take damage, but like I can't do anything productive. Which is like something I was having like a low-key argument with someone like last week where I was like, this turn sucked because I wasn't able to do anything. And they're like, but you drew more cards. I'm like, yeah, and the enemy like did actual stuff, like tangible things, and I gained nothing. Like I had to use all my resources to not take damage. I gained nothing. It's Friday and that's all the news there is. It's all the TV there is. Catch doesn't feel like it's particularly good here. It's definitely a lot funnier if they are constantly firing secret. It's so funny how we had that miserable fight that almost killed us, and practically every card choice we've gotten since then is something that would have made that fight, in particular, significantly easier. Is the correct thing to do this turn catch a drone so it costs 0 and play a new drone in its place? Release does not retain. What does the trash can icon mean? It's not showing it. Does that just mean that when I play it, it goes away? Oh, that's fine. Give me that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. What a funny card. I enjoy that card a lot. I don't think it's good at all. So it's like avoid and then... Yeah, I didn't do that math right at all, but it worked out because I planned it. Oh, now I wish I had that card I just played. Poor move, huh? I think I want to, like, release meteor to the left. Oh, yeah, that gives me, like, a bunch of energy, which, like, doesn't matter. And then I... Wait. Oh, it, it does say that it turns it around, huh? They did, mention in the description that it turns it around. I don't know why I thought it would only turn it around if it was like a bad guy thing. But it just sort of necessarily turns the thing around that you took. Stop hitting yourself, etc., etc. Well, that's not particularly good for me. Well, you know, we are learning through the scientific method of shooting ourselves in the head. So we can move twice. Technically puts us out of range of that, and instead would cause us to take, like, 4 damage. There's some decision to be made about this. It's unclear to me what it is. Part of me thinks I, like, pass? I just, like, pass this turn, which is awful? Well, hang on. If I fire now, I take 2 hull damage, but I repair 2 hull damage at the end of every battle. I would deal, like, 4 damage to them? Their health is, like, way more annoying to me. Yeah, all shoot me in the head. You can't fire me, I quit. Okay. They did happen to blow up that particular drone, which is nice. Mage hand? Okay, great. Attack drone B with bubble. No. Draw shot A to draw more cards. That's okay. Is it good? Will it blend? My deck is not good, is it? Or have tablet? It's kind of like fuck. I feel like now we're just doing some like postmodern slang thing. We're like trying to make shui happen. We're just like saying things and then like ascribing like a random thing to them. It's kind of like that Bill Hader SNL bit, Stefan. Just like choose a random club name and then just like choose like weird features that could define that club and then say it's the hottest club in New York. I don't know how to evaluate draw shot. I mean, it's upgraded the version I would want, I think. Although, to be honest, the other one's probably better. I would just want the one that draws more cards. I'm gonna skip it. Artifacts. Gain 3 drone shift on the... Yes, please. Meowdy. We're at full health, so that's fine. I should have considered the fact that we were close to removing a card. Potentially removing a card. What's upgrade and catch do again? If catch B was flippable, I think I would take it no questions asked. Always moving left. Probably better than always moving right. Definitely weirdly tempted to take catch A. One nice thing about taking catch A is that we can get it off our like weird 0 draw card. It doesn't make it good, but it is true. Oh yeah, Katie's been lurking but was playing D&D. I hope that's going well. Tablet is a medium-hard sugary confection from Scotland made of sugar, condensed milk, and butter, which is boiled into softball stage, allowed to crystallize. Flavored with vanilla and has nut pieces. Why is it called tablet? That doesn't answer my salient question of why I call it that. Because it does sound reasonably like fudge, so like I feel like a different name would be helpful. I think I would rather upgrade here than cut something. I could upgrade unpolished crystal so it makes 2 crystal shards, which could allow us to like fix our draws more. Mage Hand do again? Mage Hand A actually sounds pretty good. I don't know. Guess I kind of want to upgrade everything. Okay, now this looks like the catcher's catch can or something. I'm gonna take a bolt. I mean, part of me wants to take a rock just because it's funny. Let me do... Remove... Catch. Drone. Probably like Crystal Shard. I kind of want to do basic shit, but I think I should spend this energy on this turn where it's like not a big deal. Deck builders are tricky. They are if you're tired and bad. I do maintain that, like, relatively speaking, normal mode on this game isn't ridiculously difficult. I feel like this is the most I've ever struggled on a normal run. And that's certainly partially because I feel like we've had some of the just absolute most terrible luck with our matchups. So there's actually an interesting synergy with this deck and the... what is this thing called? Salvage arm. Where if I use like a Jupiter drone to destroy something in the middle row, then I get 2 energy, and this deck has means of drawing a card which would immediately draw you the Jupiter so you could play the Jupiter back out again. Kind of need to like move a couple of them. See, I make that observation because I'm thinking of like deliberately trying to do that. It's not super efficient, but I do get energy in the process, so... move Jupiter drone. So I gain 2 energy. Then... crystal. Draw Jupiter drone. Play it. Move again. Do... evasive shot to increase my moving power. Oh, drone attacks pierce. Hooray! Hooray for chat's choice. Look at that damage that we did, both directly and indirectly. See, I'm playing off the unique synergies of my terrible deck. Have I tried hard? Yeah, I've beaten hard at least once. I went back to doing normal ones because I still haven't, like, completed 10 runs, because I don't play this game very often. And I figured if I just, like, powered through some of those on normal and then went back to hard or something, it would make more sense than doing hard. Also, it's kind of nice when I'm playing this awful build of an alchemist deck to have some leeway there. Move again. Move again. Meteor left. Play a drone. Draw a new drone. What's in my discard pile contains none cards. Regrettable. Ill-advisedly move again, play another drone. Come at me. But only a little bit. Yes, that precisely. How about drone shift, drone, mage hand? Okay, yeah. Oh, another of Charge Beam B. It's upgraded and it's the one I want. I will take that one. Those are good. Energy refund. Not for us. Put your shard to max at start of combat. Probably not for us. Sharp edges. Every time your discard pile is shuffled into your draw pile, the enemy loses 1 home. That is arguably useful. I think that has enough synergy with our deck compared to these others that mostly don't do anything for us that, like, I will take that. I do feel like I have a vastly abnormal number of artifacts. We're at full health. Upgrade. Maybe upgrading our existing draw shot is good in that case. Or maybe upgrading one of these crystals to have more crystal shards. Oh, but then it doesn't give it to you right away. Which is consistent with some of the other upgrade packs. I mean, I just looked over at my fridge and saw my, like, dentist save the date card that I have to remember to cancel. Because it is for, like, a week after the move. Because obviously it was set, like, 6 months ago. Did I hear the Riven remake just released? I heard like a couple weeks ago for the first time that it was being made. And then someone asked me if I knew it was released, so because of that specifically I did, but I wasn't like tracking it. I'll say for the record, I really enjoyed the Myst games I've played. Riven, from my experience, is probably my least favorite, which I know is a really unpopular take because everyone loves Riven, but like Riven to me is the Myst game with the problems that are most like Quern. Neko and I had a moderately extensive discussion on this week in the Discord. There's some merit to upgrading Bolt so that it doesn't get exhausted, but I don't think I want that. The last boss doesn't use missiles? Question mark? No, they do, right? Look, I just want to upgrade it. I'm not saying it's good. Yeah, it does have like some missiles, not non-missiles. Whoa. Wait. Whoa. Hold on. I didn't think this through. So, a card that's caught with catch is permanent in your deck until you play it. It persists between battles. I didn't realize that. I don't think that changes anything, but I didn't realize it. Our ship's a little wide for this boss, eh? I want to do release. We start with drone shift. I forgot we got a thing that starts us with drone shift. I was all set to use the basic shift. Maybe I don't have to. So I wanted to like block the 5 shot. And then like Jupiter drone. Playing the Jupiter drone probably isn't good if I don't draw an attack. So can I do that? No. I can sort of like block and then like move to a less damaging area. That was a difficult bad turn. I could catch my own geode. And then I could use 0 draw B to get catch back, you see. I'm not a big fan of these unpolished crystals. Play Jupiter, play a crystal, draw Jupiter, obviously. Ugh. Trying to consider whether I should catch some of my own stuff to block with later. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not drawing a good combination of cards thus far. I think it helps now that I've like turned the shards into cyclers. I forgot catch has retain or whatever. Okay, finally drew one of my charge beams. Yeah, our draws have not been super great throughout, I feel like. I genuinely feel like we've been pretty unlucky today in general. Hold on. So, like, move, prone, move, draw shot? Drone? I think I would rather play drone now than mage hand. So if I did mage hand, my guy's pierce, which is cool. It effectively just cuts out like a bunch of their defense. But it's only like 6 direct. I take 2. I think I would rather... I mean, obviously the Graze Beam stuff isn't very useful because it just chips away at the shield instead of hitting directly. I could catch my own guy. I mean, what's hilarious is I could catch my guy, play it for free, and then catch it again to turn it the right way. I almost said I wish I'd catch this turn because I forgot again that it has retain and that I have catch. So that's fun. It's weirdly satisfying. That's actually really bad for me to have done, isn't it? Like, that's not what I should do at all. Yeah, well, Got one move? Oh man, I keep drawing zero draw and my discard pile is empty. I thought I was going to be able to get the other charge beam and then this one and have like a cool turn, but it's like the opposite. I can't do crap. Mission says 2 Marvel Strike Force things. Website redemptions today are awesome. That was true. We got some pretty good stuff. Pool party is finally ready. My main observation is there is not, in my opinion, enough to do as a short-term goal after, like, level 80. I've been really frustrated with, like, everything I've tried to do since level 80. Marvel Strike Force is a mobile game based on assembling teams of Marvel heroes to fight alternate universe threats that are basically the same pool of heroes you're using, but like brain-controlled guys. My sister works on their... I know I'll get the terminology wrong. User experience situation. So I picked it up to try it and have mostly thoroughly enjoyed it, but like it is just... There's such a slog at this point where, like, there's, like, no short-term success. Only long-term planning. And, it's not my favorite combination. It's not even that, like, I'm fine with the major goals progressing slowly. The thing I keep finding, though, is that I will try to progress, like, a major goal slowly and spend, like, 1 to 2 weeks trying to, like, build up a team or something to take on a challenge, and then I do it, and they're like, nope, you're, like, way too low level. You have to spend, like, 5 weeks leveling it up. It's like, you don't even give me enough resources for that to be true. The only way I get resources is by, like, accomplishing these goals that are impossible. I don't know what you want from me. I'm truly on the verge of running out of like gold and upgrade materials. So like I literally like won't be able to progress anything like very soon. It's like, what would you like? What do you think I'm meant to do at that point? I really shouldn't have played this missile here, and I'm struggling to figure out how I fix that. Now, I could blow it up by playing a Jupiter's Moon into it, which like also isn't very good, but I could do it. It's also surprisingly not bad, it's just not good. How much damage? It's like 3? It's like not like a ton of damage. Oh, also, it ends up hitting their shield. Shut up. Nobody saw any of this. I think I just move one to the right and then charge beam. How is my turn this bad? I guess I could use zero draw to get crystal shard to draw a card. Now my deck contains literal 2 copies of trash. Yeah, I think we're just letting this turn be bad and like being kind of bummed about it. Hitting so many challenge. Yeah, the challenging campaign walls are really brutal. Like for a while I was like, oh, like this must be the thing to do. I spend all my resources to do like the challenge campaigns, and then like the prizes for those are upgrade materials, so you can sort of keep that rolling until you've done all of those, and then presumably you have enough like high level guys to do whatever the next thing is. But like nah, they plateau those so hard that you like clearly need to invest like way more than they're giving you as a reward to complete them. So then the reward doesn't feel like it's worthwhile because it's not a bonus, it's like a compensation. It's like, we're sorry that you wasted all your time on this. Here's like reparations or something. So if I move 1 to the left, I'm like taking 2 damage, which is probably like an okay amount of damage. Oh, I can't move. Well, that makes that easy. What if we drew a card? Okay, it's not a good card. So we can evasive shot so that now we can move. So to play new guy, I have like infinite shards, so I can hit for like 6 and some incidental nonsense, and then charge beam for like 4 and some incidental nonsense. It wasn't that much damage. Anyway, not to harp on it, but like that's been kind of frustrating me over the last few weeks, because I was like really enjoying the game, and then just like the structure of like what you're supposed to do next is like they don't make it extremely clear what they think you should be doing next, and like if you try to figure it out, it just feels like you get punished for like trying to play the game. Like, what makes you think, what keeps people playing? Trash? Falling apart in half time? I can like evasive shot for some number of them. And then draw shot. There's the synergy of this deck is weird such that I think it is technically correct to destroy my own Jupiter drone and then redraw the Jupiter drone and place it. No, that can't be right, because then I'm just neutral, right? No, that's not true. I get to look at 2 more cards that aren't trash, that aren't literally the card trash. Although, there's a 33% that one of those cards is also literally the card trash. Okay, understood? I believe that this is a trash-heavy turn, I think, is my understanding. So let's do an evasive shot so that I can move, and then we'll do a draw shot to draw more trash as expected, and just get rid of a trash, I guess. And then Demolition says, then you hit a thing where you can't progress, and it says time is running out, but you've already spent, like, money on it to try and advance. And, like, you don't feel like you got anything out of it. Yeah. I mean, I know that they brought in my sister to try and help with their user experience stuff, which could use an overhaul. But I think their game dev stuff needs more work. I mean, I've seen, like, an insane amount of negativity in their own game's global chat and on, like, the Reddit dedicated to the game. And, like, these are people who, like, can do all the things. Yeah. Maybe a sign that they feel like they're not doing well. I don't know. It's complicated. Business is complicated. I don't know if I feel like any company has totally cracked the free-to-play game model. I mean, obviously it's been around for a while now. And, like, there's definitely a solid, like, core idea to it. But, like, it's so easy to goof it up. And it feels like every example I've seen has eventually goofed it up. And maybe it's just the sort of thing that, like, the human mind can't manage that indefinitely. And so, like, all free-to-play games eventually must reach a breaking point. But some part of me wants to believe it can be done. And I don't know why. It's not like I'm in love with the free-to-play game. I feel like basic shift is part of the puzzle here. Because then I can position 3 Jupiter drones in front of their main business. And that requires 2 energy, so a third could be Mage Hand and then Charge Beam, which, is that lethal? Let's find out together. Basic shift, move, drone, move, Mage Hand, Charge Beam. Okay, it's like extremely lethal. I'm sorry, I'm still very tired. And also distracted. I did distract myself. You are growing stronger. Who shall it be? Let's get a book story. Hello, I'm Books! Books, your timeline isn't damaged in the slightest. Why are you here? I like to be helpful. That is very kind of you. Will you bring me the others? Oh. Books doesn't get a flashback because they don't belong here. I thought we were just gonna get some, like, random nonsense flashback. That's really funny, lol. What's this? Be still. You mentioned a broken time stream. Is that like my past? Is that why so many of my memories are hazy? Yes, you more than any. Now be still. Okay. Memory uno. T-minus 124 days. Cobalt STC. This is G72 Artemis requesting permission to dock. Copy G72 Artemis. State your cargo and passenger roster. Cargo sheet lists 30 tons of water, 10 tons of rations, and 2 tons of science. Copy. Proceed to docking port 5. Plunk. Please sign here, and here, and here. Who are you? What happened to the last delivery pilot? I'm Riggs. I just started today. Last pilot got spooked by some pirates along the route, so he quit. So they installed a cannon on the Artemis and hired me. Know how to handle yourself in combat? I do, yeah. Good. You'll be the pilot for our regular deliveries from here on out? Unless I get blown up. Riggs has a very good portrait, and I think they know that because they made one of the enemies like evil Riggs in a leather jacket. Okay, great. That was profitable. Okay, we need what, like 2? No, we need 1. We just need 1 more to unlock this ship, and we're super not getting it done today, let me tell you. Randomize. You know what? That looks good. I mainly just wanted to make sure we had books. Does anyone have any objections to using the Artemis again? Really wants us to use the Artemis a lot recently. Does anyone have a different... No, we're not doing rocks. Do you look forward to us managing the resource of heat and also shard? Yeah, I don't know, this looks weird. I'll try this. Oh yeah, some sort of starting thing. I don't know, chat, what do you want? 2 random Type A cards, 2 random Type B cards, or common artifact? Where currency is more money? I don't know if that works that way. Artifact? Weird choice, but okay. We will always have shard. We do not need to manage resources. I don't remember what voice I was giving Drake. Oh, I think I was doing like a snake monster voice.
Move it, kid!
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am? Nobody's ever shown me that kind of respect. We should hang out more.
Sure thing. I miss having a hole in my ship. The coffee did not help. Why are you so tired? Boot drive malfunction? So I could heat sink my way out of this. And also just like mage hand. Not attacking, eh? How's about I hit you for several, and then for one more problem? Oh no, miscount. Oh right, the fire attack costs 2, right? I was thinking it cost me. All right, you want to shoot me? That's rude. Could do some blocking of various kinds. You could also crystal to try and draw something. I think the most reasonable thing to do is like shoot and move out of the way, so I might as well draw to see if I get something that's better. Not really. I could like double shoot and tank this 1 3 damage hit. Is that good at all? I think so. Heat sink's slow. Hits pretty hard. Negates the amount of heat I would gain. I could instead just move right and do like 5 damage. Not enough to kill him, mind. It's pretty good though. And it gains me a shield. Draw a better card? Dodge. Shoot. Shoot. Move. Draw something that helps me move left 1? No? Unfortunate. Essentially can't do anything. Decrease my burning. Sadly, end turn. Okay. Got some shield back. Not a big fan. Draw a card. Draw a different card. We're not moving at a pace where we're outpacing their armor. Draw something that lets me move left 1. Hey, we actually did this time. Zircon Zip. Move right 1. Then you may spend a shard to gain a move. Then you may spend a shard to gain a move. What a really odd card. If I had a benefit to moving other than the obvious, this would be appealing. Also, Bloodstone Bolt. Damage self, deal 3 damage. You may spend 2 shard to recover 1 health. That sounds awful. Like, I get the idea. If you always have shard, then it's just a 0 cost 3 damage. But it's like really horrible otherwise. And it's like 2 of 3 possible capacity shard. These cards all feel mediocre. I got the upgrade, but what would happen is that, like, I would do this 1 time to deal 3 damage. And then I would have 1 shard. And I still have, you know, the natural shard make card. But, like, then that has to do the heavy lifting for any use of Mage Hand. And I would need to draw it twice for this to ever be useful again without damaging myself. I feel like if I had some sort of self-repair artifact and deck synergy, this would be a good slot. It also, you know, like if I just needed more 0 cost cards or like 0 cost attacks in particular or something, like it'd be more appealing. None of these really grab me. Zircon Zip is like kind of funny. I do think the nature of shard is that if you can spend it, you do spend it. Because it's not like, it doesn't say spend, it says lose. So basically it just does 2 separate checks to see if you have one, and then converts it directly into move. I'm honestly not sure if that's good at all. I don't know, I guess the theme of our deck right now is like single attacks that do a lot of damage. I don't think I like Bloodstone Bolt a lot. Oh, that's funny though. Bloodstone Bolt. The upgrades for this are actually pretty decent. 1 shard to offset the damage is good. Or weirdly, 2 shards to gain health is interesting, but less likely to be relevant. Alright, I'll take it. These are weird patterns. I think I want to hit this and then have the option to do multiple bosses. It gives me like the maximum amount of upside before that point. Everything else is pretty equivalent. That's extra scaffolding lying around. Tax write-off. Oh, let me tell you how bad I need that. Add an unshootable scaffold to the right of the middle ship. Does anybody say that? That feels really specific. Hilarious. This way. Look, it's me! But with, like, more stuff going on. I don't like that my hand contains, like, all basic cards. Also, apologies for not getting the second video from last week up. Like, I did all the hard work and then just, like, couldn't find the time to actually, like, remember to upload it. Not even upload it. It has been uploaded for, like, 2.5 days. It's just a really embarrassing and difficult time in my life. I need you to understand. Just, like, shoot and block a bunch? I don't know. No, I guess I could, like, dodge. So then I'm only taking 2, and then I could, like, shoot block shot. I have some weird options. I can, like, move right and then, like, Mage Hand, EMP Slug, Bloodstone Bolt down to 0 shards. Or I could, like, heat sink to move right 1. EMP slug, bloodstone bolt down to 2, which is a little more manageable. Thank you for thank you for the tip. Unnecessary, but I appreciate it. Since I'm fairly certain you've already burned your did someone say birthday. Give me a second. Do I have this set up still somewhere where I could do both of these? I think this button is broken, correct? Very good. Did I remove the prompt button because I don't technically need it anymore? I think I did.
Did someone say birthday?
Yeah, that works. Go back to start.
Ole!
I forgot about today being the only day. I mean, like, you don't have to do it at all. But like, just July is so hard, man. Honestly, June might be worse than July. I'm hoping that's the case because June has been rough, buddy. July's not gonna be a cakewalk, which is an inherently ridiculous concept. Which health do you have? It's like too many. 11. I don't know. This feels like the funniest thing to do. I'm like a little bit on fire. Well, indeed. So we got like literal trash again, right? So I can gain shard back so that I can play Bloodstone Bolt without hurting myself. Which would, they're at 8, that would put them to 5, and then I can put them to, it's not good. I have sort of overcommitted to this line though, so we're taking some damage. So I suppose at that rate I might as well just like... It's weird, I clicked on the 0 cost attack and it didn't work. I'm like, but it costs 0. Oh, that's right, EMP Pulse like stops the thing from shooting me. It worked out fine. It's almost as though I forgot every component of how EMP shot works. Nicholas says, July has your birthday. I certainly hope it'll be better. If your Vero Mariachi band will travel through space and time to sing to you. Just remember that everybody only gets one. You can't double dip on that. I appreciate the sentiment. I mean, I think that my birthday is going to be pretty sweet. It's just that gotta manage a whole cross-country move and a whole bunch of logistics and all of that stuff I complained about earlier with the most incompetent person you know holding your life in their hands and not taking responsibility for it. It's like it scratches the same like intense anxiety that like peak COVID did, where it's like, oh good, my health and perhaps permanent long-term health are at the mercy of like the most like rash individual that I encounter. What a fun, sexy time for me. And now it's like that, except with like all the money I've ever owned in my life. So like, I don't love that. I do wish there was like a greater showing of competence. What's going on with this card? It's not rock, it is block. It is very odd. So now that we're like actually getting, it is the more alchemy cards that I'm seeing, the more mind-boggling it is how long we went without seeing like a single unique one of these on the first run with books. But like, it does seem like a lot of these shard cards are kind of based on like the Slay the Spire model of an X cost card, where you just like spend as much as you can. Can't double dip on did somebody say birthday? Does that mean 1 per viewer per stream? It does. But the specific reference is that canonically in Sam and Max, like you literally end up facing puzzles where like you need to get one of the mariachis to like leave to go sing someone happy birthday, and like all the like almost all the places that you've encountered that you can go to, they already sang happy birthday there. And like it's an actual rule of theirs that like you can't celebrate the same birthday twice. Don't forget all the important birthday cake photos. I will try not to, but I cannot make any promises for so many reasons. But yeah, it's once per birthday. It's once per year, not once per ever. Like I says, I'm nothing but excited for you, Vasco. Everything will be so much better when the move is over. You'll finally have air conditioning. It's genuinely remarkable how true that is. Do I want any of these cards? Remove shield capacity, gain a lot of temporary shield. That seems like that might be okay for us, but it's not like exciting. I don't think I want block evolution because I took that already like horrible kill yourself if you don't have shards card. Stun shot is kind of medium. It's like an interesting kind of defense. I'm pretty sure you can upgrade it to do damage because it is technically an attack. It kind of appeals. Speaking of upgrade, question mark? Upgrade. Guess I could do the Bloodstone Bolt. I would probably want the one that sticks around. And all I ever need is like one shard at a time. And like that's not as intimidating and still leaves room to like take other cards that care about shards. Shard cards. The card chosen specifically to shard Cusco. Yeah, I like the sound of that. This way. This ship is also very similar to my ship. It has jelly beans on it, though. Or maybe they're like loose Christmas light bulbs. Oh yeah, to Neko's earlier observation, there are many months represented on the couch. With the 4th of July and my birthday and also an untold number of missed streams coming up, I was like, let's just do all the holidays. I'm trying to remember what... There's like some like TV show or movie or something where that's like a thing where like they decide they have to celebrate all the holidays at once, and I don't remember what it is, and I should. I mean, and it's not Boss's office from Somnium Files. She just does that because she's weird. Valentine's Day is practically always on the couch because technically Carlos is a Valentine's Day friend. I almost said emote, which is technically true, but I heat sink my way to where I'm not taking damage for some reason. And then shard to a card I can't play. There's a better way to play that turn, don't worry about it. Don't love that missile for me though. I don't have any move, huh? It is true that even if you don't count Carlos for that purpose, there are Valentine's friends up there. This is not a good turn. I have like all my attacks and they are completely out of range and I have very little block. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm spending a shard here just so I could block with Mage Hand, which isn't good. Still take one. I'm really annoyed that they are just staying over there where I can't hit them. It seems very annoying. I'm just gonna move out of the way, I guess. Because you're being a jerk. And that's not a homing missile. Guess I'll just pass. Could you, like, not be all the way over there every turn, thanks? Just doesn't like do anything. I don't have enough move to hit them. Is it worth? Yeah, I think it's honestly worth spending the charge to block, which sucks. Oh, now you're done for, idiot. And I guess the stun is redundant at this point. Oh, I thought I had one more. I keep forgetting EMP costs 2. I don't know why that's so hard for me. Well, that's gonna go right where I don't care. Draw something? Deal 5 damage? So... could take a meteor. Meteor's okay. It does sort of offset the move problem that we're having currently. The upgrades on this guy can do like a lot of damage. 4 for 2's okay. It's not like a ridiculous upgrade. I'm honestly feeling like Meteor helps a little bit with the problem the deck is currently demonstrating. This gives us the most flexibility. Rock collection. 2 geodes will always be near your ship at the start of combat. I mean, that just sounds funny. If you end your turn with more than 0 energy, gain a shield. That happened a lot in that last fight, but I think that's abnormal. Let's make rocks. Now let's fight 2 bosses. Hey, look, some rocks. This is not a good hand. That's a good draw, though. But it's not a great draw. The other EMP would have been a great draw. Because then I could still... Oh, no, I start with a dodge. Not the way I wanted it to go down, but here we is. They did not move. They just changed cannons. 4, huh? It's kind of a lot of... Damn. I can't get close enough to have the meteor block their attack or whatever. Guess I'll just gain some shard. For some reason I thought that was gonna hit this rock. I'm very tired. Alright. Is AI in this game aware of the turns that I'm going to draw movement cards or something? They just keep, like, positioning themselves so I can't ever shoot them at all. I don't feel like this is normally that difficult. We're in, like, real bad shape right now. It's like I can't... Like, my turn doesn't do anything. I'm gonna take 3 damage and, like, 2 burn, I think? And then I'm gonna take, like, another damage? I literally can't do anything about that. Like, I can mage hand so that I have a shield left over. But I will still take... I guess that's not that bad. It's not good, though. Let's disable... I mean, listen. Well, we did draw exactly heatsink. I was like, as long as we don't draw heatsink, it doesn't really matter. So... I mean, it's still... No, I think it's honestly better not to use heatsink. Because here's the problem. I can use heatsink and move 1 to the right, and it reduces my heat status so that I don't immediately take a direct hull damage on this turn. But it will only reduce that damage down to 2, or that status down to 2. And then, if I do that, I think there's no way for me to avoid taking 1 more heat. So I'm like right back where I started, but I also wouldn't be able to use EMP slugs that would put me back over the threshold anyway. I think I'm better off using EMP slug, tanking the damage, but at least hitting them and resetting the heat counter and not taking more damage from them this turn. And the smart way to do that would be meteor left. How's that project to make the dinosaurs stronger going? You said you wanted to send them a meteor. Make them meteor. That's a lot of damage I can't do anything about. I don't normally... I mean, I guess the problem is that it's the damage coupled with the status effect, which makes it so bad. I mean, yeah, I think my draws are awkward enough. I would still be taking damage, but it's the fact that, like, on top of that, you take the bad status that's making this feel worse. But also, like, they just keep not being in range of my cannons, so this turn I, like, effectively can do nothing but take damage. Thanks, Windows. It just kind of sucks. Really wishing I took that other artifact, but only because the game is being really spiteful. Hang on. Meteor to the right. Stun shot. Oh, like, heat sink? This sucks. Like, this just really sucks a lot. Draw something? Mage hand. So, Mage Hand, I still take a lot of damage. But I block 1 more damage and do 2 damage. If I Heat Sink, I take 2 and another burn, but it'll be my first burn. That just sucks. Could I please draw the attacks on the turn that my cannon is facing them instead of whatever this is? The answer appears to be definitively no. Just none of this does anything. Do you feel like you'll ever return to the LA area in the future once you move? Potentially. I mean, one of the problems is that, like, one of the reasons I want to move is that, like, everyone I know who's here either already has or is moving. So, like, it's not like I'd come back to visit friends. It's more like it's an area I know reasonably well, and if, like, there's some sort of, like, touring event or something that's going to LA, that might be potentially a better option than some others. Or maybe stuff that just happens in LA that I would want to go to. But, like, it's not something I would just, like, come back to visit, probably. Like, most of the reasons for wanting to leave is that there aren't a lot of reasons to want to be here. So this turn I can, like, meteor and heat sink so that they don't shoot me, and then I can do effectively nothing, which is cool for me, I think. Mage hand for negligible value. We will be in this fight forever. Draw something. It wasn't good. We might just lose to this, like... No, I guess this is technically a boss fight, isn't it? This is, like, way less threatening than this stupid multi-life arm missile launcher thing. I mean, that blocks some damage. This blocks some damage. We're gonna get some heat. We got some heat on us, as they say on Traders UK Season 2. It does kind of suck here, huh? I think I should actually shoot instead of blocking. Well, maybe I want the dodge, though. Because the dodge can help me do damage later. Because they keep being, like, right outside my attack range. Alright, so we're blocking the big shot there, which is cool. Speaking of cool, we can heat sink to cool ourselves off. And then we can immediately heat ourselves by shooting them for damage. I think that is technically best, although it feels a little silly. Session says, I looked into studio tours and they didn't seem that interesting. They can be. I wouldn't say they're the type of thing that, like, everyone would enjoy. I've done, like, a couple. Like one of like the Warner lot with my parents that I enjoyed. I feel like I did another one. I can't think of which one it was. But like, I don't know. I think it's for like a certain kind of person who's just like really into production or, you know, just media in general or something. I think we finally win, right? Not sure what you do on them. You sort of like bask in movie history and take photos and stuff. It's not for everyone. Explosive Slug is a cool card that I don't think is great here. Payback. If the ship is hit, it shoots 1 damage attack. I think I want this because our ability to move is poor. And we end up currently having to spend turns that we're in range of enemies, often just like being fully defensive. This is kind of a good hedge for the awkwardness that this run has generated so far. Seeker Missile. 1 energy every 3rd turn. It's a little more appealing having taken a very expensive card. And with like EMP Slug in the deck. I'll take it. Another boss fight. Never did get a solid definition of geodes start near you, huh? Guess I move left? Yeah, like, yeah, I should just like meteor and shoot twice, I guess? Do I want to block? No, I think I'd rather shoot. I don't know. Also, a vacation of about 48 hours, touchdown to takeoff. What was the turnaround time on the trip where we went and like found the house that I'm moving into to Florida? We left like LAX at like 11 p.m. on Thursday or something. And then we took off for LAX from Florida at like 6 p.m. on Sunday. Certainly a little longer, but like we're like driving all over creation, kind of doing work. Alright, so they want to... I'm gonna stun the thing that wants to give me a status. Oh. They took the status I just got and I wasn't paying attention. So they shoot me. It was mostly a good thing to do. I should have just accounted for that. Alright, they still shoot me. Well, I drew my own payback now. It's very good and useful. We do have extra energy this turn. It would be pretty cool to get that thing that gains you extra health when you heal. I think I would like to... Crystal? That's a good one. Block shot. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. I didn't think that through at all. We both had the retaliate effect on, so when either one of us hit the other, we just kept shooting each other until one of us died. There aren't that many things that can trigger that, and we have 1 health, and we're very ill. I mean, that alone was worth the... I mean, if we die during this run, since I pretty much want to end the stream soon anyway, I'm pretty happy with having experienced that. Honestly, it would be hard to do that intentionally. But it's definitely more embarrassing to just not do that, not think that through at all. I don't know. Heatsink can become flippable. Blocker Burnout is increasingly feeling like the sort of thing we could use. It's not very good. But it like does like a specific thing. Generally don't like taking cards that are like solely for blocking. Unless, well, I guess I literally have payback. Alright. Also cost 0. I don't think that matters. So we could set our overheat threshold at 4 instead of 3. Dizzy's attack steal +1 damage. Mainly affects like the basic block shot and stun shot, which isn't nothing, but it's not great. Permanently gain 3 max hull and heal for 3 on pickup. What am I, a coward? You think I need to restore extra health to not die going into the boss fight? Increase my heat threshold. Alright, here's a serious question. This is a lean stream, I've said that. We're about to fight the boss at Sector 1. We could make it a full drama run. And just go into the final boss with 1 health. See, I honestly think it would be more interesting to try and fight the actual boss rather than, like, we have clearly no shot against this person. That's just like skipping to the end of the stream. There's like a marginal % chance that we could beat the boss. It's very low. But like, I feel like it's a more interesting puzzle. Yeah, cards it is sort of my thought. What do we, I don't think I want it to cost 4. So I could make it so payback blocks for multiple, which does kind of do something we need it to do. And it's payback, which is fun. Yeah, sure. Payback blocks 3. Okay, good luck to me. Hey, I think this supports my crystal immune system theory. Wait, because it's eating that shit? Yeah, and it'll eat us if we're not careful, or something. Alright, well, let's not stick around to find out. That is a bad-looking start. You want to hit me 3 times. I can do some stuff about that. I mean, if I pay back, then they hit me 3 individual times, which I block. I guess that doesn't work that well because my cannon is facing a blank spot. Oh no. Oh no. Chat, we literally can't use Bloodstone Bolt this entire battle. It's just a dead draw or a concede button. So I was like, oh, I could scoot left and then use Bloodstone. Oh no, it does direct damage. I can't shield that. Okay. So I think I have to use my move right away and payback. And now I hit them for 3 and probably die immediately after. Okay. Not actually threatening harm this turn, interesting enough. So probably not playing that blockout burner, I suppose. Block shot is probably it, and then I guess block for future, and then like meteor. Oh good, this is an extra energy turn. Well, I guess I could draw something maybe. Doesn't really, kinda doesn't, oh man. I'm so used to, like, my main battery being where I launch my thing from. I was, like, so super ready to, like, flip meteor to the right and, like, expect the meteor to block this attack. Honestly, though, it... I think I actually do want to do that. I have, like, a temp shield for my block shot already. So, like, I'll put another meteor out there to block a shot on a turn where they're, like, threatening more damage. But if I put my cannon directly opposite the thing firing at me, like, my temp shield will absorb it, and then I'll shoot back. So, like, I'll actually get in more damage then. interesting. Draw. Meteor again, you say? That's interesting. So I could do like Mage Hand to hit for 2, and then like Meteor left and right are both a little interesting. If I Meteor left, well, the problem with, so like Meteor right just kind of means I take no damage. Meteor left means I would burn like all my shield and do, so the meteor would block the first of the 3 shots, so I would fire back twice, but one of those would hit the meteor that's in the way. That seems bad. I think I should EMP Slug Meteor? Mage Hand. I think Mage Hand because I should build a threshold of shield. Because there's definitely a turn coming where we are less prepared than we are now. And then just like a wall of meteors. That side's that's gonna be a long ship. Okay. So, 3 cannons firing. Leftmost is blocked by meteor. Middle one stops 1 shot and lets 1 through. Right cannon hits twice. So that means I would take 3 hits, which won't kill me right now. And by nature of their shots hitting first, all of mine would hit them back. So I would deal 3 damage to them. I could deal 4 damage by spending a shot of my own to clear the rock first. I don't think that's better. There's like a lot of weird things I could do. Like I could heat sink so the rightmost cannon isn't hitting me. And then I could like alternatively to that shoot the rock out first, then move so only one of them is hitting me twice. I think the thing I want to do is like gain dodge shields. It's a little excessive, but okay. That's pretty. I just block shot, regular shot. Maybe I should have, like, heat sink shot this thing. Probably would have been correct. I mean, I guess I could still heat sink and then my retaliating shot hits their does it. Seems fine. It's the leftover energy. Man, I gotta tell you that, like, when you have leftover energy gauge shield, would have been a lot more relevant than I was interpreting. It's kind of awkward. So threatening a lot of damage. If I move myself left 1, they're trying to hit me 4 times. I can block that. I think that's probably for the best. So, like, move, shield surge, mage hand, draw, dodge. Do I want dodge or shot? I don't think I'm close enough to killing them that I want shot, so I'll take dodge so I can position if I have to. See, I maintain this is much... Good grief. I maintain this is much more interesting than just, like, conceding the shopkeep. So that 3 is a bit of a bummer. Don't have very much movement. And I don't have very much shield. So I could, like, meteor left and then heat sink? Or just move left and then do slug. Or I could do like heatsink basic shot. Oh no, wait. No, I would have to actually block the 3 damage with meteor, I have to move first, which seems awful. Am I dead? Closer to dead than I want to acknowledge. I could like heat sink and then meteor left. That's fine. And then I have to block? I guess I could move. No, I don't think moving is correct. Do this. To your left. You're hitting me twice. So I block and I shoot them back twice. Razor's Edge, friends. And we're making... Oh, that's a decent turn. We're making good progress, sort of, inexplicably. Hey, Project Dios, welcome to the stream. Not too much longer. We're just gonna wrap up this boss fight and then thusly the stream. Unfortunately, life is very busy, and I got stuff I gotta take care of, like, tonight, specifically. Don't think I want to take 3 on the face for the purpose of counterattacking. So, in that case, probably best to, like, build up for future turns with some, like, block and shooting them once. Okay, that doesn't look great for me. I kind of wish I had Meteor. Can I draw it? No. It's not terrible, though. Oh, I guess I can just stun shot the 3 if I don't want to take it. Don't know that I do. Let's do that. That's 1. And then I shield surge for the other. Yeah, that seems fun. Stun shot so I don't take, like, mega lethal. Oh, I do have to move them, don't I? That's fine. That's what we got it for. So we move. And then block shot, shield surge. So that way we save shield for later. I mean, look at the ridiculous amount of progress we're making. I think we have lethal. We move left 1 so we can hit one part more than once. We can, yeah, we can do like EMP mage. We had taken so much damage from that one of us must die maneuver that, like, normal level boss victory didn't heal us to full. That was a pretty good battle, though, right? 0 draw. Are we doing that at all? Got blocker burner. Got bloodstone bolt. Man, every time we drew that in that last fight was insulting. Oh, hang on. Heal 2, gain a non-temp crystal shard. Gain a non-temp crystal shard? What are you talking about? The deck just becomes crystal shards? What does that do for you? So you can upgrade it so they are temporary crystal shards. Or make it cost 0. So they definitely view crystal shard as a downside, which is interesting. Because I don't, like, strictly disagree with that. But, like, it's, like, a really low cost. Because Crystal Shard is the one that costs 0 and, like, draws you a card and makes a shard. Like, it doesn't really clog up your deck, because no matter how many of them you draw, you can just draw something else instead. Very odd. Very odd card. Gain a shard every turn. This continues to feel excessive. It seems like there are pretty rare examples of cards that need me to have, like, all that shard all the time. I don't think we're 0 draw. I think I would take Perfect Specimen just to try it, because it seems really interesting, but I don't know what upgrade I would take. Frequency Intercom, I generally hate. Genesis, I also strongly dislike. Blast Cannon. Gain extra energy every turn. Your ship's cannons become weak at the start of combat. Oh dear, that feels very bad. I think I actually want none of these. Can I figure out if I've taken one of these before? I had Glass Cannon. I don't think I have. It's a really bad pair with a build where you want to take damage, though. Because you, like, always have to keep your cannon out of the way of their cannon, but still get hit. It's pretty hard. I mean, like, honestly, the main menu is just a pause menu. We can leave this decision for future Vasco. I wonder how often someone has had Retaliate versus Retaliate in this game. It was so stupid. I was, like, just so not mentally at a good level to, like, process or anticipate what would happen with their Retaliate. So, like, I got myself retaliated super hard, and then we got in the pissing contest where, like, we barely didn't die. Yeah, tomorrow's off. Friday is implausible. I would not expect Friday at all. I don't think that's possible. Saturday is maybe. Saturday is a definitive maybe. Like, I should be back by then, but I might be liquefied. It's unclear. There's, like, a lot of potential for the clown car full of people who don't want my best interests to be realized to suddenly and abruptly make this week really difficult. It shouldn't happen, but they inadvertently, like, set me up for an incredibly massive failure from what I understand. So, like, don't love that for me. Yeah, see if you can find a Squirtle. There's some out there. I do gotta get to my stuff, so I can't pontificate for long. Sorry for, like, the sporadic and then also relatively short streams of late. Hopefully it's, better little than nothing. That's not an expression. But I continue to enjoy Cobalt Core, and I'm excited that we've, like, found some new stuff to do, because there were a few runs in there where it felt like there maybe wasn't that much new, and, you know, we got a new character. We're on our way to getting that last ship. It's my stream? Yeah, but, like, part of the reason I stream is because, like, I, like, want you to have a good time. Like, I'm not just streaming to fit in games. I pick games that I think are going to be relatively popular with the audience. Maybe the recent Cobalt Core being not an outright exception, but a strain just because, like, I don't have any additional time to try and, like, test or ready new games, and the sporadic nature means starting a new story game doesn't make sense. So I'm just sort of like, this is the easiest option that fits, and it's still a little narrative and whatever. Alright, so I'm glad people like the couch arrangement. I maintain that it is kind of a hot mess. I mean, look at this Benjamin. He's completely obscuring the face of this Santa Winnie the Pooh. It's just a mess. It's a tragedy, that's all. So, what do we have? Were these people out to destroy your life? The people who are trying to approve the very large sum of money I need to buy the house. I keep asking them point blank if I am meeting all the criteria for what they want, and then they say yes, and they're lying to me almost without fail. Today, I was on the phone with one of them, and I'm like, I'm going to be out of town next week. I need you to tell me if I need to do anything now. And her response was, no. And then, out of an unnecessary amount of diligence, I like checked their online to-do list and it was like, this very important thing is due July 3rd, which is definitely during the time frame which you'll be out of town. And I'm like, that's not no, that's yes. That's very yes. Stop doing that. They're making me upset because they keep doing it. My poor mom has to deal with every time that happens. I call her and make sure I'm doing everything I can, but I'm loud and angry about it because these people should be trying to help me and they're not. They stand to gain an absurdly large amount of money from it. Not compared to other people buying more expensive houses, but mortgages yield a lot of money for banks. So, like, it'd be cool if they would actually take an interest in making it happen. It's just so exhausting to try and be so diligent on top of just trying to do all the stuff they ask for. That's part of what makes it so frustrating. Like, they should be the ones making sure that the stuff is happening, because that's their job. Like, I should be reactive. I should be responding to what they ask me for. I shouldn't be the one doing their job. Okay, what are these guesses? I'm glad you can tell that that's the donut on Carlos's head. It looked less clear to me than I intended it when I turned on the camera, because that was really the first time I noticed it on camera. Halloween bat. So, Halloween bat guess. Watermelon guess. Watermelon is a popular guess. Is that a Carlos guess, Demolition, or just a Carlos? We could use a little Halloween right this very minute. King Crab to get the whole couch. That seems fair. Alright, let's go see. Just, we can get a whole look of all the holidays. We have summer, of course, and then we got some Easter with these guys. Valentine's Day, Halloween, Christmas, Halloween again, Christmas again. This is a Valentine's cow having ice cream. It's sort of Valen summer. This is nothing. Yeah, Cobalt Core definitely has Epcot music. It's really good. Christmas is coming. That's so true. Sure. I've already forgotten what all the guesses. King Crab is sort of between a couple characters. We got the ye old Power Ranger who hasn't been on the couch a ton lately. It's also sort of, oh, this is a poor decision. Hang on. Let's see. He's also on top of this spider friend, similar to our Halloween friend. But in addition to that, this is the new Squirtle I mentioned. This is the one who's been here for most of a month, and no one has found him yet. He's another small one. He is also a keychain, but his features are a little different. I got him from the Comic-Con Museum in San Diego when we went on the San Diego trip. Because we went there to kill some time before the show we were seeing, and they had a Squirtle there, and my mom was like, do you want that Squirtle? And I was like, obviously. And she's like, okay. I mean, bats. So, why am I going for all the ones that are structurally integral? I'm very tired. There are more different way to... None of this. I'll save that. So, we have our Halloween bats. I thought I put something in here, but I didn't. I thought I put... Oh, I remember what I chose. Hiding back there is Teddy Ursa. Teddy Ursa couldn't be in the front because he's not exactly a holiday. But, you know, he's a good guy. Everyone fell over, don't worry. Also super fun this week is that we've been getting these movers to do an estimate on like what it'll cost to move all this stuff cross country. And so like all these like adult dudes keep coming to my house and seeing like the remnants of last week's stream and all the animal stuff like piled up. And like this is just my life, so that's fine. But it's just like you feel some sense of like something. They're like, I don't know what to say to this. I feel like there's something to be said. Now, granted, the first guy who came and looked at them introduced himself after having seen effectively my childhood bedroom in my parents' house, being like, "You're the guy with the Yu-Gi-Oh trophy. That's so cool." And I'm like, I like this guy. And he did not seem to be judging me nearly as much as the other guy. But my apartment is a horror zone. It's just a mess. Multiple people guessed behind this watermelon is a Squirtle. And you would be right, because there's a very big Squirtle over there. I'm pretty sure he wasn't actually visible, but I didn't, like, take a super close look at it, to be honest. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed some Cobalt Core. We learned that Books the Alchemist has no relevant past, and also had an unbelievable slap fight into like a fraction of a % chance victory against the boss of Zone 1. It's a pretty good combination of runs, I think. We'll be back possibly as soon as next Saturday, maybe sometime in August. I genuinely don't know what's happening. Life is very difficult. I'll keep you posted the best I can on the Discord. Hold on. Discord. Just in case you're not already on it. Yeah, but I think before we move on to anything else, we'd at least try to, like, finish this run to unlock what I think is the last ship, and then probably give it a shot to see, like, what it do. But, you know, depending on how things time out, that might be another good long break from Cobalt Core. I know it's not particularly anyone's favorite, but I think it's a fun game. It's super cute and atmospheric, and I do like that it has, like, a little bit of a story without, like, people needing to follow it super closely or anything. Did I actually earn a Yu-Gi-Oh trophy? Because that's pretty cool. It's kind of a hard question to answer, because, like, I was, like, undisputed, like, champion of the local Yu-Gi-Oh scene when I was in, like, late middle school, early high school. I think mostly early high school. I think. But, like, those particular trophies weren't given out until, like, considerably later. Like, after I'd stopped playing a lot. Like, I still played a little, I think, by the time those came out. But, like, also, it wasn't nearly as popular in my area. So, what ended up happening is that, like, the guy who ran that store was like, yeah, so, like, we're supposed to, like, declare some champion from our store to get these, like, fancy trophies from this, like, event. We can't really, like, hold these tournaments anymore. They're not popular enough. So I kind of just put your name down because I thought you would like the trophy. So, like, if you ask me point blank, did I earn it? In a literal sense, you could say no. You could definitely say no. A fun fact is that I do actually have 2 of that trophy because a friend of mine who used to work at a different game store upstate like found it and thought I would appreciate it more than anyone else he knew. It was like left over in their back room and like no one had claimed it. And he's like, I just thought you would like to have it. And then I like tried to hook it up with like a big chain to wear as a necklace like Yugi does in like season 2. Like, this is amazing. You're so skilled at Yu-Gi-Oh! You won without a tournament taking place. Yeah, it seems like it honestly sounds like the backstory of like a season like 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! Villain is like everyone just thinks he's the greatest and there's like some weird thing in his past that like doesn't plausibly make sense. They're like, he won a tournament that no one entered, and they're like, doesn't that mean he didn't win the tournament? And they're like, no, because we all like him or something. Anyway, thanks for being here, thanks for being you, and I hope to see you again soon. I'm not entirely sure when that'll be, but as a bonus, I'll post last Saturday's stream probably not long after this stream is over because it's basically ready to go. Until the next time we meet, take care of yourselves and remember that you are Clawsome.